Yo, what's up, y'all? As y'all see from today's title, you feel what I'm saying? Today's video is going to be about the next wave, you feel what I'm saying? This is episode 1 of StarVision. Plus, we talking about StarVision and this, and not only what it is on this channel, but what it is on the global collective, you feel what I'm saying? So without further ado, without too much talking, get into this, you feel what I'm saying? Y'all like the video, especially if you like it, especially if you mess with it, you feel what I'm saying? And y'all can follow me on all platforms at Zamaree TV, you feel what I'm saying? You know what's going on. My link tree is in the description, you feel what I'm saying? It's in the bio of my YouTube, it's on my TikTok. Y'all follow me on TikTok, I got 40K, you feel what I'm saying? If y'all want to send something like Cashapp donate to the channel, you feel what I'm saying? For for expansion of the channel, my Cash App is mareemaat. It's MareeMaat. So, but without further ado and too much talking, let's get into this. All right. So, what I see, these things I see going on, you feel what I'm saying? And it may take time for things to happen. I realize I see these things, and I used to doubt myself when I seen these things, and like, am I crazy? But then I seen them for real, and it was all true. And then sometimes some of these things that I seen, they took a while to play out. You feel what I'm saying? So it's gonna take it probably ain't gonna take a while to play out because it's going on right now. I already see it. When I see it in my physical life, that's how I know that it's happening now as we speak. You feel what I'm saying? So as we go on, it's next wave of conscious awakening. You feel what I'm saying? Next wave of conscious rising. It's a new wave of people that's waking up and enlightening. You feel what I'm saying? Now I'm finna tell you what you're finna see in these coming months, in this coming year of 2024. Yeah, 2024. You feel what I'm saying? I'm finna tell y'all. Look, you just saying I had to question the year, cause how you know I be. You feel what I'm saying? But look, all right. So during this time, you finna start seeing more people awaken, and obvious from the title. But the people you finna start seeing awaken is the people who have been, for one, the people who have been causing you problems. You feel what I'm saying? The people who have been causing you problems because of their lack of consciousness, their lack of seeing things for what it is, and they abundance of programming. You feel what I'm saying? They had you feeling the type of way and going through stuff and all this. These people is finna start being awakened. You feel what I'm saying? They finna, for one, face all the stuff that they caused you, all the pain and stuff they caused you. They finna have to become awakened. Just like when you start becoming conscious of yourself internally and externally, your shadow side and your light side, how you start becoming conscious of your traumas and your patterns and behaviors, and you kind of felt bad about certain things, and you healed those things and going through the trauma and healed those things, they're going through the same thing. They're going to start becoming aware of like their darkness. You feel what I'm saying? And it may hit them a little harder, where it makes them a little sad, and they may get a little. You feel what I'm saying? But maybe, possibly, it could be like other people where we seen these things wrong with us and we instantly start working on them. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, some of the things the reason I worked on my things so hard, because these things were starting to cause me detriment. It was starting to cause detriment in my life and detriment in my emotional state, because I was always aware of these things since I was a child. You feel what I'm saying? The thing about me, I always had this awareness. I just never did nothing with it. You feel what I'm saying? And I didn't know that I had an expanded level of awareness, more expanded than the average person. I didn't know that as a child, but now I know, and I see why, and I see how advanced I am now compared to normal people we see in everyday society. But these normal people we see in everyday society finna start rising. You feel what I'm saying? They finna start becoming conscious of their traumas. They finna have to face them. You feel what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna give you two groups of people. It's two groups of people who gonna become conscious of it and gonna work to start fixing it, and it's two groups of people who everything they did is finna hit them kind of like karma. You feel what I'm saying? And these might be the people who cause you the most. These are the most arrogant people. These are the ones, like, it's some of them who they just lack consciousness. You feel what I'm saying? They just lack the awareness to be aware of certain things and change their behaviors. But it's certain people who was purposely doing these things. You feel what I'm saying? They was arrogantly doing these things. They was in their ego. They was being narcissistic. You know what I'm saying? They were being sociopathic, purposely lying and manipulating people. Then, you feel what I'm saying? Gaslight. They was doing all this. They finna have to face the karma for that, and face what they have, like, face their all them shadows. Cause I really, we all people. What's really making us do this is traumas and shadows. You feel what I'm saying? These traumatic behaviors that we have developed growing up through this society, from having to be in survival mode making them do this. When you're in survival mode, you're going to straight program mode. And there's so many things in society that sets you in program mode, like every day. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you do things every day, and like, people go in the world every day and they may come out of program mode for a minute, but then everything sets you in program mode. You go on social media, it sets you in program mode. You have to leave your house and see people. Just being around people is gonna set you in program mode because society is a program, and you living in this program, you have to go out and exist and be part of this program, or unless you have, and if you don't, it's gonna be none. It's not gonna be a good experience. You're gonna be going against the grain, and I went against the grain, so I know exactly how that felt. I've been going against the grain. One, it feels like I've been going against the grain my whole life without even trying, but once I start consciously going against the grain and realizing that this shit was some bull, you feel what I'm saying? It seemed like it started getting harder. Not harder, but it seemed like the grain increased. You feel what I'm saying? So, with that being said, the people who were arrogant doing these things is finna have to face their karma and face the repercussions of what they did, and also face their inner shadows, their inner darkness. You feel what I'm saying? They finna have to do this, and if they don't, they don't have no choice but to face it. If they don't, they just gonna like, it's like, what can you do? This stuff eats at you. You feel what I'm saying? So if you don't face it, you're just gonna become depressed and feel the type of way about yourself and others. You feel what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to walk out your home and have a good experience because, for one, your self-esteem is so low. You're not feeling good about yourself, and there's so many things going on, anxiety and all this. And the interaction with people is gonna be off, so they're gonna be forced to face it or just go into a depressive state. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got to face it. If you don't, that's why a lot of people don't. They don't. You got to develop the strength to face it. They. I would say you don't even be mad at these people because they very weak people. I don't want to like label people and categorize people, but they're very weak people. You feel what I'm saying? They don't have the strength to overcome these things, which is why they arrogantly did these things, because that arrogance is just a lack internally. It's a hole, and inside that hole is just trauma and trigger. So they continuously go and express these triggers to you every time, arrogantly. You feel what I'm saying? They becoming a pattern of this. So when you say something to them and it triggers them, it triggers an emotion, and they instantly act out of that emotion in survival mode. They either go to fight mode and they start arguing with you and trying to gaslight you and doing all that, or they go to flight mode and trying to play victim or get out the situation and escape the situation. You feel what I'm saying? So they finna have to deal with that. And I feel like some people that was in my life was them type of people because they just left. You feel what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I'm live and stuff for y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Going crazy. Y'all know how they go. But as you see your irregular people, that, you feel what I'm saying? People who just had they would just had certain problems with them and they didn't have the awareness to see it. They finna start seeing it and they finna start improving it. But you know, they finna have to go through the dark night of the soul just like we did, and they finna be looking to people like me, people who've already gone through it, finna be looking up to us, just like we at one point looked at people. You feel what I'm saying? Just like we got mentors that we looked at, they finna look at us as mentors, and they finna ask us, no matter what your age is, because they just trying to get it fixed. You feel what I'm saying? No matter if you 40, 80, or 20 or 15. If you got the information, they trying to get the information. But the arrogant ones are the ones who are going to have to suffer because they're too arrogant to get the information from just anybody. You feel what I'm saying? They're too arrogant and too much in their ego. And they also wrong the people who could have potentially gave them the information as well. But these other people, they gonna deal with it. It's gonna be like us, but probably different for them because we're a different wave. You feel what I'm saying? It's different for everybody. Even different for me and you watching this video. We could have started the same day at the same time, and it's still different for both of us. You feel what I'm saying? So then with that, you feel that's the next wave of consciousness. I see it. People are starting to get on to these things that's going on, and the stuff that the power, the quote unquote powers, the nefarious powers, it's doing it openly now. So the people who have not seen it before is finna start seeing it and finna start acting, and not acting, but sharing this information and seeing it and behaving in a different manner than they usually do, expressing a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of awareness. You feel what I'm saying? They finna start waking up and seeing like, hey, this don't make sense. Why do we do this? Why are we going to work like this when we was born? We supposed to be living free. Why do fruits cost money and you can't grow fruit trees, but you have to buy fruit from them? They finna start asking questions. You feel what I'm saying? And seeing stuff. You feel what I'm saying? I already see stuff circulating on Facebook among my group of not among my group, my goddamn people, my older people in my family be saying. You feel what I'm saying? Really on my side, in my immediate family. When they get out to the other family, I don't really see them talking about it. They look regular. They be feeding into it. So some people gonna make it, some people not. You feel what I'm saying? But with that it being as well, the ones who have already awoken, I ain't gonna say awoken because we continuously awaken every day. We continuously rise every day. The ones who have already gained a certain level of consciousness and already been through a certain level of awakening, you feel what I'm saying? We finna gain powers, you start gaining more powers and gaining more insight and healing parts of ourselves that we didn't even know we needed to heal, and then start just becoming better and better and develop, you feel what I'm saying? The ones who have already been on this journey, you feel what I'm saying? You finna unlock things and gain things, and you finna step into your purpose, and you finna find your purpose. If you haven't found your purpose, that you finna find your purpose in this world, you feel what I'm saying? Because your purpose could have been not needed until this time. You feel what I'm saying? So that's that. You feel me? Then got then as we go on and do these things, we're gonna start realizing these things, these powers that we got, this insight. We might be able to start using telepathy and being able to kind of read people's energies more and read people's minds and just, you feel what I'm saying, get more deeper in tune with it. You feel what I'm saying? Things that we couldn't previously do to this level. We become more empathic, but we also become more stronger to be able to handle this level of empathy, and also become more electric. You feel what I'm saying? More light is able to enter us, and our darkness is more stable. We are becoming better at transmutation, and we are becoming better at seeing things, not only in our physical vision, being able to see things like I can see things in the clouds right now and see things in nature, but also being able to see things in our third eye. You feel what I'm saying? See concepts and see decode symbolism and be like, okay, what does this mean? I just seen this. Well, this means that because of that. Like I'm looking at cats right now. You feel what I'm saying? And if a cat came to me and just meowed randomly, why this cat just came and meowed at me? You feel what I'm saying? Well, cats always sit by themselves, and cats are very aware, and cats are very independent as well. You feel what I'm saying? They even clean themselves, all that. You feel what I'm saying? So that tell me that maybe this cat came to me to get my attention, to tell me I need to express those traits that the cat's having. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you that this stuff is happening because I've been experiencing it myself. I'm not telling y'all nothing I ain't experiencing. I'm not making up no shit that coming out my booty, and I ain't. If anything I haven't physically experienced, I experienced it in a dream, or I experienced it through downloads. You feel what I'm saying? Loud ass bus, man. God, cheese wagging that, man. God, but I experienced it. You feel what I'm saying? So right now I'm telling y'all from experience, but I'm gonna tell y'all stuff from dreams and all this stuff too, because we finna start doing this, bro. Like for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me stop playing, but yeah. And StarVision, what this is a new talk on my thing. Where I'm a StarVision. Where I come in here and give y'all that StarVision. You feel what I'm saying? I come on here and goddamn talk from a star's point of view. I shine that light on situations. You feel what I'm saying? And I expose the darkness on situations. The darkness ain't bad. Sometimes the darkness got to be exposed because sometimes things hidden in the darkness that you need to know and you need. You feel what I'm saying? Like you ever had your room ever been dark and you were looking for your phone or your keys? You had to expose some light on it to find certain things. You feel what I'm saying? So certain things you got to find out. The darkness ain't bad. It just holds certain. It's just able to hide things. You feel what I'm saying? It's not bad though. Nighttime ain't bad. It gives us the time to go to sleep. Nighttime is good. You can rest at nighttime. You feel what I'm saying? It's a good and a bad to everything. You feel what I'm saying? Cause yeah, I ain't even finna get into that. Y'all already know what's up. You feel what I'm saying? As this StarVision is just, I'm gonna come on here and it might not just be me. It may be other people on here too. You feel what I'm saying? We collaborate with other people, and we come on here and we start making these videos where we making predictions. We saying what's gonna happen. We saying what we're gonna see in the dreams, these visions. We're pulling things from the metaphysical, bro. We don't focus on all the logistical shit. We don't focus on all that goddamn who did this and what that. We already know. We already know about politics. We already know about all that. Bro, I don't know how long that been like that, but I basically saying that it's gonna be me. I'm gonna get other people in here. We're gonna come on here and we're gonna talk about things. You feel what I'm saying? Focus on things that are more in the metaphysical aspect. You feel what I'm saying? Take things from the spiritual and bring them to the physical. You feel what I'm saying? Cause we done went through all the logistical stuff, the analytical stuff. We know who did this, the politics. We know all that. You feel what I'm saying? What we got to do, the crystals, and we know all this. You feel what I'm saying? But time to learn how to be self-sufficient. When I say be self-sufficient, I mean spiritually self-sufficient. For one, it's being able to thrive on your own energy, but being able to use your internal to manifest your external. Being able to say, hey, I see this in my head, so let me make this. You feel what I'm saying? I want this, and so let me make this. Or information. I'm pulling information from dreams. I'm pulling information from the spiritual. I'm pulling information from my soul. You feel what I'm saying? It's the age of information where information is information in the books, but the more accurate, more pure, more universal, whole information is gonna come from within. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna come to a point where even the books got stuff wrong, and we can be like, okay, this is what the books say, but the book, this old, for one, it's old information because life changes. You feel what I'm saying? We shift, the things shift. So the same thing today ain't the same thing back then. Our skeletal structures today ain't the same as skeletal structures back then. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, build the world and initiate certain things in this world. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna use this information to, for one, see the future and know what we need to do and love each other. You feel what I'm saying? And go forward. But we also gonna manifest the life that we want, and we also gonna just learn the transmutation of the spiritual energy and become gods and be able to manifest it into physical form. You feel what I'm saying? And that's gonna come in multiple ways. It's gonna come in so many ways. I can see it now. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't want to pinpoint which way, because it can come in any type of way. You feel what I'm saying? It can come in the metaphorical sense, and it can come in the literal sense, where we literally been able to manifest things from our conjured spirit and manifest things into physical reality. You feel what I'm saying? Or the metaphysical sense, where it comes from us internally. It comes from our feeling and our passion and our emotion and our thoughts, and manifest into reality. You feel me? And I believe that has something to do with string theory as well, but that'll be another discussion for another day. With somebody smart, you know what I'm saying? With somebody who knows about it. I'm gonna get Billy Carson on here, or I might go on Billy Carson platform. I'm gonna do one or the other, you feel what I'm saying? But yeah, with that being said, StarVision, this is what StarVision is. We expressing the light from the stars, you feel what I'm saying? All stars, all constellations, we doing what we gotta do, you feel what I'm saying? You feel me? I'm just making sure that cat ain't messing with my cat, cause my cat be trying to goddamn chill, and the other little cat trying to fuck with my cat. Gonna get swung on, little bro. You feel what I'm saying? I know you a cat and everything, but I gotta protect my homeboy or my homegirl. So girl. Another thing is, well, people finna start realizing that they channeling. You feel what I'm saying? You finna start realizing that, because I've been realizing I've been channeling for a long time and didn't even know it, but I realize it a lot now when I sit here and zone out and be talking, and just, it's like, it's more pictionary and visionary and symbolic things in my head. And then when I snap back too, I start talking different. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you go and you be like thinking, like, you like come on here and I start saying big words and metaphysical things and all that, and then when I stop back and think, I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, no, I'm talking about. Then I start talking like regular. You feel what I'm saying? I start like go back to slang type shit. I talk more proper when I be channeling too, for some reason. The information comes out more proper. My voice talk more proper. Like, when I be talking regular, like, look, like I said, regular. When I be talking regular, I be talking like that. You feel what I'm saying? I talk in a very slang manner. But then when I get to channeling, I pronounce my words all the way out to like regular. You feel what I'm saying? And it just flow like that. And when I try to talk proper, I had to think about it. Like, I am a regular man doing regular things in this regular world. But then I want to get a channeling and be like, you know how it is. I ain't even finna explain all that. But I appreciate y'all for watching the video. You feel what I'm saying? This is StarVision episode 1. You feel what I'm saying? I just had some stuff I see that's coming, and I just wanted to alert y'all. There's also other things I see that's coming as well, but we're gonna do one episode at a time, because it be already about 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just go ahead and let that bit drop right out, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all watching the video. Zamaree TV on all platforms, you feel what I'm saying? Got Cashapp, mareemaat, you know what I'm saying? In the description, you feel what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for watching the video. Much love. StarVision, time for ascension. I ain't playing with these niggas because they mean. Real ass nigga know I'm getting infinity. Real talk though. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching the video. She got Zamaree. Truth, love, duality, peace, of whole, and stay true to yourself, stay righteous.